Okay. Hi, this is Iceblu333. Currently, it is July the 27th, 2025. Okay, I've been repeating myself for the longest, but this is like the last week of July, and so I did make a prediction all the way back on May the 15th, and I sent Hillary Clinton a tweet saying that she need to watch out for specific dates, and I probably post that tweet here. I've said it so many times that it's like, but whatever, it's there. Anyway, let me get to my point because I'm repeating myself and I've made the same video over and over and over again. But here we are, July the 27th, the last week of July. Okay, let me start with the memo that was released by the DOJ. They released the Department of Justice. They released a memo on the 6th of July, and I made an emergency update on July the 3rd, saying that there will be a Clinton family scandal around July the 4th, and around the 6th, that's when the DOJ sent out that memo. Transiting Mercury, it was at let's see here, it was at 10 degrees 58 of Leo, the sign Leo. And so that was on the 6th, July the 6th, 2025. So transit Mercury began retrograding on July 12th, 2025. And on July the 29th is when transiting Mercury, it will reconjoin because of the retrograde motion, because it starts to go backwards. But transit Mercury will reconjoin 10 degrees 58 of Leo on July 29th, 2025 at 3:10 a.m. And the effects of it can be felt before or after that time. So around July the 28th or July the 29th, the when Mercury goes retrograde, or when Mercury is retrograde, any contracts that were signed before or during the Mercury retrograde shadow, it can come undone. And so that memo that was sent out on July the 6th, 2025, it could probably come undone around July 28th or 29th of 2025. Today is July the 27th, 2025, so I thought that it would be important to release that now and set it now because nobody else is talking about it. And I do want to also add that transit Mercury, well, transit retrograde Mercury, it was stationed on August 11, 2025. And let's see here, this screen is acting funny now. And let's see here. Transit Mercury will reconjoin 10 degrees 58 of Leo again, finally, for the last time this year on August 21st, 2025 at 7:35 p.m. And like I said, all this astrology could mean that there could be a reversal of the Epstein memo that was released on July 6, 2025. So let's see here. That's one thing. So again, on July 28th or 29th, things get reversed. And there's more astrology that ties into that too. Let's see here. Because on July the 28th of 2025, Donald Trump, transiting Venus. Well, let me start right here. In Vedic astrology, Donald Trump is going through the Jupiter main dasha, Venus sub dasha. And so Jupiter, the transiting planets Jupiter and Venus are very important for Donald Trump right now. And so I did say in the previous video that when transit Jupiter conjoined Donald Trump's natal Mercury, it exposited his natal Uranus his natal Rahu or nodal axis, and his natal Uranus. But also transiting Venus and transiting Uranus is currently transiting Gemini. And so on the 28th of July, transiting Venus, it will make a sextile to Donald Trump's natal Mars. And natal Mars for Donald Trump, it rules his fourth and ninth house. And ninth house is like the house of justice. And the fourth house rules like security, the homeland. So there could be justice in the homeland. But the thing about it is that it's Mars. And so it could be was Mars. Google it. It could be rough. Anyway, but also with Uranus inside of the same house as Venus, it could also be shocking. So shocking and violent in regards to Donald Trump being violent. And yeah, anyway. So that's that. That's on July the 28th as well. Let's see here. And I say all that because let's see here. I've already saw the DOJ memo and Mercury retrograde. So let me go back. Those were the most important things, I think. Yeah. So let me go back. Those are the most important things right now that I want to talk about. So that was Mercury retrograde. So on July 24th, there was a new moon. And that's around the time that Caroline Leavitt, she and Tulsi Gabbard, they came out and said that Obama could have had, well, not could have, they found credible evidence that he may have tried to interfere with the 2016 election. However, Donald Trump, he said that Obama probably has presidential immunity. So that's that. So he may not be charged for that. But also around the time, I think Hulk Hogan, it came out that he passed away via, I think, a cardiac arrest. And I think two other major figures, they passed away around that time too. I think it was Ozzy Osbourne and somebody from the Cosby Show. So that happened around the 24th. Also, like I said before that, the 22nd of July, I said that there could be a terrorist attack around that time, and if not that day, it could be on the 28th of July, because that's when the transiting moon will conjoin K2 and Mars in the sky. And I told you that Usher Vance, her ascendant lord is Cancer, which is ruled by the moon. And so I said that she and JD Vance. So Usher Vance and JD Vance need to be careful around the 28th of July. So I also said in a previous video, my last video, that Caroline Leavitt, she has a reverse nodal return that's going to hit on July the 26th, 2025. And she's already had a press briefing with Tulsi Gabbard, but there could be another press briefing that comes out. Today's Sunday, because I don't think they have press briefings on the weekends. So on the 28th, Caroline Leavitt, she probably could have a press briefing, or something could come out that's just huge. That's just huge for her. Let's see here. Also, today's the 27th. Bill Clinton, his progressed moon is going to oppose his I believe natal Mars, or his natal Mars. On July the 27th, which is today. And also today, transiting Venus for Hillary Clinton is going to conjoin her natal Uranus. And so something shocking could come out about her partner today or tomorrow. Let's see here. And not to mention, in regards to Kamala Harris, transit Venus conjoined Kamala Harris's natal ascendant on July the 26th, 2025. So something huge is going down right now. And I keep saying that on July the 28th, J.D. Vance and Usher Vance needs to be careful. On July the 28th, 2025, J.D. Vance's progressed moon will oppose his progressed Venus. And something could come up with partnerships or whatever. Whether it's Usher Vance or Donald Trump or just somebody inside of a circle. And on the same day, like I said, transit moon will conjoin transit Mars and K2 in the sky on the 28th of July. Let's see, I already went over Mercury retrograde. And then also on July the 31st, 2025, for Hillary Clinton, her progressed moon will make an aspect to her Mars. And something bad can happen on that day in regards to Hillary Clinton too. So let's see here. Is that everything? I believe it. That is everything. So let me see here. That will conclude my predictions that I made to Hillary Clinton. And so as you will see next week, all heck is gonna break loose. I think not Cash Patel, but Don Bongino, he's made a lot of cryptic quotes in his tweets or whatever these past few days or whatever. I told you I wasn't wrong. And I've been saying this since March. Well, I've been saying this since February. Everything I've said has come true so far. So I said on Astrological, I was the god of astrology. Anyway, let me see here. There's something else I think that I missed too that I want to end on as well. Let's see here. So I ended with Hillary Clinton. She would have a progressed aspect to Mars on July the 31st, 2025. On August the 1st, 2025, Roseanne Barr, she would have a progressed new moon. And something could happen with her that's like it's life changing. On August 3rd, 2025, Pete Hegseth, his progressed moon will conjoin his progressed Uranus. And something shocking will happen with Pete Hegseth. And on August the 9th, 2025, progressed moon will oppose Bill Clinton, his natal Neptune. And Neptune does deal with asylums and jails and stuff like that. Who knows? Maybe Bill Clinton will go to jail on August 9th, 2025, but it's up. I would just say restricted. Maybe he'll have a huge loss. I don't know. I'm not very good with Neptune because yeah, I don't really, I've never seen it, so I can't say anything about it. But also on August 9th, 2025, there will be a full moon. So we will see what comes up around August 9th. But all I know is that next week, today's the 27th of July 2025. Next week should be a huge week, and that will end my prediction to Hillary Clinton. So I had to make this video. So that is it for now. Keep your head in the swivel, and keep your head. Watch the news. Bye for now.